How do you know if you'd make a good coach? I speak to hundreds of people every year who are considering becoming coaches, and I train hundreds too. And lots of people come to me and they're like, Ruth, I've heard about coaching. People have said I might be quite good, but I'm just not sure. Do I have the skills and ability to make a good coach? And one of the things that I really wanted when I started Optimus was to make sure that there wasn't this academic bar. Because loads of people are snobby about coaching. They say, oh, well, you need to have a degree to be a coach. I'm like, why do you need to have a degree to be a coach? Like, this is a skill. It's not like you're doing, complex brain surgery. It's a skill that you can learn. So I don't think you need any academic qualifications, but I do think the most important thing is about your mindset. So coaching works on the premise of neuroplasticity, the fact that we are able to build new neural pathways in our brain and strengthen existing pathways and ultimately rewire the way that we think, feel and act. And because of that, you need to buy into the fact that you can improve. There's a concept called growth mindset that was devised by Carol Dweck at Harvard University. That was devised by Carol Dweck at Stanford University. And Carol is a psychologist, Dr. Carol Dweck. And she noticed, as she looked a lot in education, she noticed this difference between people that made a huge difference on their final attainment. And what it was two different types of people. The people that get 5 out of 10 in a maths test and go, I'm no good at maths, so there's no point. Like, that's me. I can't change me. I'm not good at maths, so that's where I'm going to be. And then the other people who get 5 out of 10 and go, okay, so currently I'm a 5. How can I improve? And this concept is so popular. I first heard about it, in the early noughties when I was training to be a teacher. And now it's taught in schools and there's this real focus on progress, not attainment. How can you improve? And I say to everyone who I speak to about training to be a coach, how much do you believe that you can improve? How open are you to taking on feedback? If you get something wrong, what do you do to come back? Because those are the real measures of being a good coach. Are you willing to change? And do you believe that you can? If you tick those, you're pretty much there. And everything else can be taught if you're open to it. So I have ADHD. I talk a lot. I'm not somebody that listening has always come easy for me, because I'm on to the next thing, and I'm on to the next thing, and I'm on to the next thing. Yeah, I'm a really good coach because I've learned how to listen, because I recognise that great listening skills help me and actually help me get to results quicker than being completely focused on what I think and running away with all the ideas in my head. So I had to learn to change the way that I responded to people and to put down judgment, to put down what I thought should happen, and to be curious. And I learned this, first of all, when I was leading teams and when I was really not like this and it was horrendous, and I realised I need to be different because this is not working for anyone. Let's listen to people rather than me thinking I'm right. And I'm not right. Probably most of the time I'm not right. So I learned listening. I also really worked on my voice. I used to be a deputy head. I used to be able to say a word in a particular tone and get 2,000 students to be quiet. When I'm working one-to-one with somebody, I don't want them to be quiet or have that kind of briskness about my voice. So I worked on it. And I'm sharing these examples to get you to think about, you're going to have a profile that are going to make some things around coaching easier. Maybe you're really curious about people. Maybe you're naturally non-judgmental. Maybe you're really committed to people's growth. But maybe you're not a great listener. Or maybe you're a brilliant listener, but actually you're a bit judgmental at the moment. Or, there's so many different things. But if you are open and you're aware and you're willing to change, you probably have the skills to be a great coach. So why don't you check out our quiz that sees what other things could help you to be a great coach?